Alright, what's up everyone, it's me BaRKy, and I'm here with another mod showcase for Rimworld Alpha 17, and this is the Blueprints mod, and that sort of gives it away what it does when you hear that name, because it allows you to make blueprints of things that you've made in the game, and then remake them just by having the blueprints. As you can see in the Architect tab, I actually have another option here called Blueprints, and I have a few others. I have Furniture Plus and more floors, but I'll get into that later. The only reason I have those is so I can make more pretty looking areas and make them a bit more complex and stuff like that. But the main one is blueprints. And if I go ahead, you can see the create tab. You can see the create button here. And if I go ahead and click that, it allows me to have a drag tool. And I can effectively drag over that. And I have a bedroom one over there. But straight away, I have some of the items cannot be built with the current technology. Auto door, black copper, blue copper. And that's because I don't have all the technology. And I've been using God mode the entire time. So let's redo that again. I'm going to right click on this now placed over here bedroom and say remove blueprints. Let's go ahead and create. And now it works. So I'm going to go ahead and just say sub room. People who watch my stream will get that. And then over here, if I look over the sub room, it actually gives me a complete list of everything that is in there and a complete cost, which is amazing. This is so flippin' cool. It's just ridiculous. But yeah, I can get a complete list of every single thing that is inside here. So slate border pond, as you can see, there's border ponds there. Lantern, Drixia walls, cherry wood standing things, blah blah blah, jade gravel, stuff like that. And then a total cost over here. And it tells me I don't have enough cherry wood to actually make them. And I did that on purpose for the video, so I'll go ahead and spawn this in. But then I can go ahead and press this down, and it will build the exact room exactly how I want it to. This is so flippin' cool. I actually love this mod, and if you don't have it already, you should go get it immediately. But all the work to rebuild these exactly how I want them can be done within seconds. So for some reason, it doesn't seem to have two doors here. Alright, whatever, that's fine. But then if I go ahead and just make sure everyone has construct on, they will get right to it, which is so cool. So there we go, ferrying out the resources, building the things that I want them to build. So I have a feeling that they're not building the modded things, which is fine. I don't know exactly what the issue is, but they're getting the room generally done at a decent rate. Auger is taking his sweet time, because unfortunately his hand barely works. He's been cut up so badly. Yeah, the rooms are getting done. The floors are the same, which is nice at least. For some reason the mods from... It looks to be only Furniture Plus doesn't work. I'm not sure what the exact issue is. Actually, even the border ponds are not working. I'm not entirely sure what the issue is here, in that some of these don't spawn. But everything vanilla works fine. So as you can see, the walls and the carpets and everything like that, copy pasted really nicely, which is cool. So if I go ahead over here and let's just go into God mode, and I just want a normal, let's just go with a normal colonist room, and let's go 5x5. I'm not sure exactly how big you make your rooms, but I generally keep mine roughly about 5x5. Sometimes even 2x1, it just depends. Sorry, this is actually 4x4. Sorry. I generally keep it about 5x5. Let's put in some decent, let's just put in a wood floor. It's a pretty average room. It's brick steel, so it's super fucking expensive though. A little chair. Let's do that. Now you can see this is just a typical room with power going right around it. And now I can blueprint this. Call it pleb room. And then I can go ahead and spam this as much as I want. Obviously with God mode it gets built instantly, but you don't need to be using God mode. And everything comes up perfect because I'm just using vanilla items here and there's no risk of the mod actually not working, which is really cool. It is really cool, and I'm going to say it's really cool a lot in this, just because of how unique and awesome this mod is. So kudos to the mod maker, because this is something that can really make the game later on, when you just don't want to spam things overly so. In fact, I don't even need to put these floors down, because if I had done it properly, you could have used Blueprints mod to get it done. But there we go, and we have a whole lot of pleb rooms. People can now go live in them. They're all really nice, thanks to the Blueprints mod, and that's what it does. That's the cool thing about it. And I have these rooms here. Unfortunately, modded things seem to be pretty hit or miss. I mean, these are modded and they work fine, except over here they don't have flooring underneath them, but over here they do. So sometimes, as you can see, it just sort of messes up, and there's nothing you can really do about that, unfortunately. But with vanilla, most people do play relatively close to vanilla, especially when it comes to bedrooms and all that. When it comes to vanilla, you should be fine. and I can say that with pretty decent certainty. In fact, this worked before, so I'm not sure what the issue is now as I record this video. But yeah, it's I don't know, it's hit or miss. Another thing that the blueprints mod lets you do is the ability to actually let's get to the tab over there, is to actually have the ability to export the room that you've just made. So for example, if I really like the pleb room that much, I can right click on it and I can export it. And what export does is it allows you to save it on your computer so that you can bring it up in another save game, because this is just temporary. So when I make a new save file, this won't be here anymore. And then over here, I can click import bedroom and I can bring in one that I've made in another game somewhere else. Like that's in another game, in another life, somewhere else, you know, it was never meant to be, that sort of thing, which is really awesome. Because you can make something that you consider perfect, because bedrooms are relatively small on the scale. You can make a perfect storage room, for example, with the right amount of benches and the tables are in the good position and stuff like that. And you can copy paste that. And that's something that you want to keep across all games because you're relatively happy with it. That sort of mentality is what you should be thinking about. I'm using blueprints mod very simply here. Making bedrooms is probably the least of your worries. When it comes to making a perfect storage room, perfect rooms inside a mountain, for example, that's a completely different story. Anyways, thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you all have an amazing day. Please go check out the blueprints mod. Send the maker some love from me, because this is a beautiful, awesome mod that changes the game in a way that allows you to just mass produce things like a Chinese factory or just a normal regular factory. Anyways, have an amazing day. Bye-bye. Hey you! Thanks so much for making it to the end of my video. I really appreciate it. Editing videos is both my hobby and my passion, and with that in mind, I've decided to open up a Patreon if you'd like to support me besides in the amazing ways that my subscribers already usually do. I've got loads of perks and benefits, including having your own personally custom-made colonist, being one of my default colonists in the mod showcases, special roles on Discord, joining me while I stream, monthly Q&As and podcasts. I've got it all. Come take a look. All support is always appreciated, monetarily or not. If you're a subscriber, then be sure to hit the little bell over here to always be up to date with videos I push out, and head over to the Discord if you ever want to have a deep and meaningful chat with me. And last but not least, I hope you're having an amazing day.